This is module 4, uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. So this is a carousel. I don't know kung nakasakay na mo sa mga periyahan ka ng carousel. Kadaghanan sa iyo ang trip ninyo kay Ferris wheel. Pero usually, carousel is okay man sa ng Ferris wheel gamito na sa example. Pero carousel lang pa, carousel. Okay. So imagine this is a top view sa carousel. So naa kay naga-rotate na body. Okay. This one. This block moving to this secondary na position here. So if imo siyang i-draw, imo siya point, this is starting point niya o ang latter point niya. So it's rotating. Na siya radius o na siya angle delta theta. So as it moves, nag-start siya sa theta 1 or theta A. Then, say this is theta A. Then at the later part, theta B. So, this change in position. Ang arc po niya nag-start siya at this point to this point, there's a change in arc, delta S is equal delta S. The arc function, if you remember, is S is equal to R theta. So, we know na bahala maglibot-libot siya kadugay dira, ang radius will remain the same. Pero ni mo theta, ang arc length niya magavary. So that means we can express this one into this. Delta S is equal to the radius times the change in the angle theta. So here, the angle here is not in degrees, but it is in terms of radians. So rewriting this expression to delta theta, we have delta S over the radius. So ang total na arc length aning lingin, as we know, is equal to 2 pi r. So 2 pi r divided by the radius, r cancels out, and we are left with 2 pi radians ang total angle bali niya as it moves from this position and back again. Okay. Another thing natong manotice here is the direction sa duha ka physical quantity, ang velocity o ang acceleration. So as it moves around a circular object, circular trajectory. Kung let's say i-attach nimo ni siya sa string, you can feel kung magpalibot-libot ka ni, ipa-turn nimo ni siya ang isa object, you'll feel na force na naga-resist. You feel it. So that is the acceleration and direction which eventually leads you to the force. So but here the acceleration direction is going towards the center or the origin sa imong hand. Another one is ang velocity. Ang velocity nimo is tangent siya to the trajectory. Tangent po siya diri. Tangent po siya. Of course, kung imo siyang ipa-turn and suddenly imo i-let go, ang mahitabuan na niya, let's say let go nimo siya somewhere here, it will simply move in this horizontal na direction for this case. Flang out lang siya if imo siyang i-let go. Angular velocity. So velocity siya. So you have, this is similar to the velocity, typical na velocity. But this is a specific na type na velocity because it is related to circular motions. So angular velocity is equal to delta theta over delta t. So ang symbol niya is kanisya mo siya W, but this is omega na siya. This is identical to a velocity function na delta S over delta t, the change in length over change in time. Okay? So from there, we can connect these two. This tangential na velocity, kanisya, o kanisya angular na velocity related to circular na motion. So delta S or delta t is equal to SR theta. This is from the arc expression. Okay, arc man siya. And that means if factor out na itong r, we get delta theta over delta t. So that means ang imuhang expression is v, the tangential velocity, is equal to r omega. Rewriting that one, you get this expression, omega is equal to v tangential over the radius. So this is the angular velocity expression. Now, let's talk about the acceleration physical quantity. So we have what we call centripetal acceleration, or what we call radial acceleration. So centripetal acceleration, or radial acceleration, it's this one. It's the one pointing towards the center. Towards pointing the center. So if you look at here, as it moves from point A to point B, at point A, na siya tangential velocity na VA. At point B, na siya tangential velocity na VB. Okay. And the length is given as delta R. It's triangular shape. So which we know is just R squared plus R squared equal to R. Okay, Pythagorean man. And this one is the angle, which denotes the change in the angle from point A to point B. If ato ni siyang if you take into consideration kani mga velocity A, VB, and connect their tails, you have VB from here and VA from here. So ang delta V is the hypotenuse sa kaning duha. Okay, and of course, if this is angle theta, delta theta, this is angle delta theta. Okay, by symmetry. Okay, now let's relate this one. Same more change in arc length. So initially we have delta S, if you remember, delta S here, which is the arc length, and it's identical in terms kay same man silang angle, so basically same silang proportions, delta S, delta V. And we know ang VA o ang VB are identical ang tangential velocity, so they are just simply denoted as delta V. Of course, ang radius po. So that means we can create this equation here. Same silang proportion. Delta S over R, same proportion, same angle, is equal to delta V over V. So we can rewrite this function as delta V is equal to delta S times V over R. So this is the combined expression. So we then divide by time ang duha. Why do we need to divide it by time? Because acceleration ang unit ana niya is in terms of kilogram meter per second squared. Here we're almost there, but we need the time parameter expression. So a radial is equal to, radial acceleration is delta V, the tangential, over delta t, the time it took to move from point A to point B. So substituting from here to go to here, you have delta S over delta t from here, and V over R. Okay, what is this expression here? What is this expression here? What is V over R? V over R is angular velocity. Let's check. Yeah, see? Angular velocity na siya. So that's angular velocity times V. So we can simplify this by multiplying it by R over R. So this becomes V over R, that's another omega, so omega squared times R. So mo na siyang nigawas na expression, R omega squared. Okay, so this is the radial acceleration, the acceleration pointing towards the center. Then you have the centripetal force or radial force, because we're able to solve na kanina ang radial acceleration. And of course, kaning nag-rotate, na siya yung mass. So we simply multiply that one by the mass of the block. Okay, the mass of the block. So m times a radial, which we obtained earlier, which can be expressed as v squared over r or r omega squared. So this is the radial force or centripetal force relating to this motion. Okay. And that's it. That is end for part 2 relating to rotational na mga motion. Ingat and God bless.